And now we get to talk Jaden Ivey, which is a great guy to talk hoops about.
And this is a fascinating one because the first three, like it kind of went along the lines of the draft order, right? What do you think Jaden Ivey's best fit is in this class?
So
I have an answer. I've said Detroit previously, but I have a better answer, I think.
So I did go with Detroit, and I like, as much as I just sold Jabari Smith as a shooter to play with Cade Cunningham, I like the speed difference that Jaden Ivey has along with that pace game for Cade, because it gives him a different feel. You have Cade who's slow and steady, they can hit the gas, and Jaden's similar, just with like supercharged ability to do that. Like his step on the gas is as crazy as anything we've seen in the last few years, I would say. Keeps the defenses guessing, keeps them on their heels. It's not going to be the same kind of way that they run their offense every single time. The other kind of twist I had is, my answer is the Pistons. It should be the Kings. It really should, with them at 4. But the Kings already prioritized Davion Mitchell over Tyrese Halliburton. So I would assume they do the same with Jaden Ivey. Like, we got our backcourt. We don't want to put another guy here. We just got rid of Tyrese Halliburton. So my short answer is Pistons, but I think it ultimately should be the Kings. Now give me something wild, because I know it's coming.
Mine's the Pacers.
I don't hate that.
I think the Pacers should be trying to do whatever they can to move from 6 to 4. And here's the reason why. Jaden Ivey, with what is the thing that we think he needs to play with? It's like a great ball handler that can also make decisions in high-level passing reads, right? It's Tyrese Halliburton. Mm-hmm. Like, if you mix him with Tyrese Halliburton, that is an unbelievable backcourt. That is a potential top 3 backcourt in the NBA at some point, if it all breaks right for those two. Those are 2 potential all-stars in the backcourt, and they complement each other perfectly because Tyrese is an incredible shooter as well off the ball.
It's also a testament to Tyrese Halliburton, because a lot of these guys said, oh, well, it pairs nicely with Tyrese Halliburton. Everybody pairs nicely with Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
Shooters, guys who play fast, guys who play slow, pick and roll guys, pick and pop guys. We've been Tyrese Halliburton stands for a while, not as high during the draft. We weren't as, I don't know. I didn't think he was going to be a top 3-5 guy coming out.
Yeah. I think I had him at like 6 or 7. So I was pretty high, but like,
but higher.
I didn't have him
higher
like
than
this.
that. I know they didn't win as many games as they'd like to, but I did like what I saw with Indiana's core. That's probably a piece or 2 away.
Yeah, I mean, what we're talking about here is why the Kings like fucked up trading him, I think, because he just makes everyone's life easier. He's not the one you move. You move De'Aaron Fox, and then you figure out the rest around Halliburton, I think. But I digress. Pairing Tyrese Halliburton, Malcolm Brogdon, also Miles Turner, who's like an incredible floor spacer at the 5, incredible pick and pop weapon. Yeah. That floor is going to be emptied out in the middle of the court for Jaden Ivey to be able to attack. I think that's what they need to be doing. And like, they have Chris Duarte, right? The trade that has come to mind for me is...
I'll explain in a minute while I'm laughing. Go
Okay.
ahead.
The trade that has come to mind for me is, if I was the Kings, right, and I'm considering trying to win now, okay, could you do number 6 in Chris Duarte for number 4? Kings slide back 2 spots, pick up Chris Duarte. And I would do that if I was the Pacers, because I think the Jaden...
I was going to say, if you're the Kings, you just want all the old draft picks. You got old Davion, old Duarte. What are we building here? What's the foundation?
Well, they could use another shooter, right?
Sure.
So then what you do is you go out and do you move number 6? And look, I don't think I would do this, but if I was the Kings and they are considering this, and the Blazers are sitting there at number 7, and they have Jeremy Grant, and they want Jeremy Grant, right? And maybe they move number 7 for Jeremy Grant. Do you move number 6 for Jeremy Grant then?
That was a lot of pieces. I think I take number 6. I would. And
I
just
would
like,
rather have number 6 than Jeremy
yeah.
Grant personally, but I wonder if the pressure to win there is so much. You pick up Chris Duarte, you pick up Jeremy Grant. That's a pretty good draft haul, like to help you win games tomorrow at the end of the
But
day.
you're
If
selling out
Vivek
of the
is,
future a little bit because you also don't know how often. Well, I guess the Kings they're always kind of this range, but you don't know how often you're going to get a pick in, let's say top 5, but not top 6 range. It doesn't
oh,
happen every
let,
single year, or shouldn't happen every single year. And now you win, and now you're the 9th pick. I don't know if that really moved the needle enough.
yeah, let me be clear. If I was the Kings, I would just take Jaden Ivey at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Even though I don't think it's the best fit because they have De'Aaron Fox, they have Davion Mitchell. I would still just take Jaden Ivey and then figure out what to do, over the course of the next 6 months, or maybe even over the course of the next month. Like I would really strongly consider just moving De'Aaron Fox, right?
Yeah.
But I also am cognizant that they seem to want to win, and I wonder if that's a way to do it. I'm just trying to come up with ideas at the end of the day.
You're
For
an
the
ideas
Kings.
guy.
Yeah, I'm an ideas man.
So as much as you are an ideas guy, the reason I'm laughing is now this is the second time you've done this. You've read my bullet points for the player or the team right before I did it for like a different player. So are
No,
we good with our fit here?
let's
Could we
go.